Hello and welcome everyone. This is Blackadder at Blackadder's Place. Welcome you for the second time today with some more qualification for the Champions League 3 on Voobly by Boit and the community. And we are going to be there for having continuation of the match, the one that was originally supposed to be played yesterday, but nonetheless they rescheduled for today. And it's gonna be between Pandora Moxtemista and NVG. That's Norse War God. Yeah, I think that's how it is. It's a French clan, old one actually, quite a bit one. And Warrior is gonna be the player here. It seems like it's the Auric Warrior. From about 15 years ago, I have found some recorded games of him on YouTube, or YouTube, rather actually, RTS Cherry. Frenchy seems to be still. So yeah, it's gonna be probably the real one, from what I can understand. So that is kinda cool. He's also right now streaming his POV, but he's probably gonna be there for aiding us, from what I understood. I just kinda told him that he can stream anyway. People prefer POV, so I don't mind. Not like it's gonna be really doing anything to us, but nonetheless, JN_Warrior is there for the stream. Maybe you're gonna be seeing the POV in there, maybe people are gonna be coming over from that, but definitely watch him there as he is streaming fairly regularly. So you can expect some games there too, fairly commonly. And welcome Koija or Koicha, Sun Tzu, and whoever else has potentially already joined back and join up for the games and into the channel. There's also right about now going on another match between Mr. Boat and King Dragon. That is right now at Mr. Pound Town. And there should be right about now starting another match actually between Joey Bats and Miracle Man, so I'm not entirely certain how that's gonna be with that one. But there is also something that should be somewhat starting. Joey Bats is gonna be at the minimum doing his POV, so you can expect that. Maybe somebody's gonna be jumping in, not sure. Possibly can be doing the recorded games after, or something along those lines. I was gonna maybe going to be doing Mr. Boat and King Dragon myself, but since there was Mr. Poundtown looking for the games to actually get into this match, but yeah, well, just kind of like the chaotic evening, unfortunately. So he got the Mr. Boat with King Dragon, and we're gonna be there for doing this. But yeah, well, he's doing also plenty of recorded games he has done today, so you might maybe also have some others in there. Okay, so you're gonna be there for at this point, coming up, hopefully with the games in just a moment. So Warrior probably right now figuring something out about this stream, but nonetheless, we are right now ready for the fight here, especially Temista, who should be somewhat of a favorite here for this match. In general, he is, where do we have him, Mr. Temista? Gonna be looking into the game. He's gonna be having about 1956 in the 1v1 rating, whereas on the other side, and VG Warrior, I think he's about like 1750? 1700 on 1v1. So he still should be expecting somewhat of a decent match here, but yeah, well, in the first round of the qualification, it's going to be, of course, a bit kind of clearer, or should be rather. I mean, like we have had an interesting match, for example, between Garmajura and Pelas also on Friday, which was quite a bit worthwhile and curious progress in them and cool games. Well, seems like gonna be there right about now, finally starting. There we go. So, the first game is about to begin here. Let's see what kind of gods we get from Warrior and Temista. I think that Warrior is about like a Norse player, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, okay, it's gonna be apparently double Odin for a watering hole to begin with. So you are going to be having some nice gold mine right over the bed for Temista. That's gonna be well protected by the town center, and in general, good food, but yeah, well, watering hole is not gonna be any kind of surprising game and surprising map to match. But he's gonna be missing right about now a bit of food here, as he was a bit too hasty. Could have been getting also extra piggy. He got 3, so that's only 450. He has wasted 300 food that he could have been getting from the god power called Great Hunt. That's a bit of a shame. Hopefully it's gonna be cast a bit more reasonably by Warrior. You can see he's not gonna be utilizing it at the very beginning. Rather gonna be wanting to find some further food, like for example here. Hippos are how much? 3? Yeah, 300, right? Hippos. Right now be like in a help from the map. Ah, there we go. 150 wood. But I want to be seeing the food. Come on. Go back. Go back there. Because I don't remember right about now. Maybe it's gonna be here in the info. Not really, fortunately. But nonetheless, I think it's like either 300 or 350 at this point, don't know. But nonetheless, he has gotten a few extra piggies in there. So it's gonna be quite a bit fine. Usage and better one than we have seen on the other side here. As quite nice zebras through bottom, and the gold mine is gonna be also in a pretty similar position and situation here all the way to the right. Seems to be a, yeah, well, quite a bit of a good spot even for the wall in the front. Can see easy one there, very small one there, and just kind of like depends what's gonna happen here on the left side. There is the water. No, that's not the water. Wait, what? That's gonna be just some kind of hill. It's not a water here. Don't see a depression. Seems like it's gonna be therefore going all the way there. And it's gonna be very likely then that there's gonna be a connection somewhere to the bottom between the pieces of the land, like for example here. Yeah, I'm thinking that's gonna be mirrored to the south as well. Expecting it will be the way. So therefore not as turbo safe situation as you would have maybe wanted, with interesting food in the very middle of the map and even actually close by. So yeah, this is not terrible. Maybe a bit worse, oh maybe a bit worse right now for Themista. Can see having the food a bit further away, both of them, but oh man, yeah, he's gonna be apparently feeling quite a bit confident that he should be the winner. On the other hand, that's a turbo superb goal. Wow, sometimes you still see them on watering hole. That used to be a lot more common in the original spawn of the map, but damn, that's nice. Good bonus for him. Don't have anything like that on the other side. Quite likely won't be here either. Thinking it's not gonna be too likely. No, but nonetheless, that's good news. Just would be probably liking to be having some more reasonable food. But also Themista has already posted that he doesn't have that much of a time for the match, so I guess he's gonna maybe also trying to kind of like murder his opponent as quickly as possible. No, I mean like 1700 player shouldn't be getting murdered like that quickly. That's already quite a bit solid, and he can see even himself going forward, and I don't think he is actually aware of the forward build deal through bottom. So it's gonna be kind of funny. Both having the same idea in the end. Bit curious. Bit curious indeed. No, and it's gonna be at least some kind of slight disruption. Shouldn't be entirely enough. He's gonna be right now finishing with that. Just losing a few hit points, but it's alright. Won't be really any kind of serious problem. He's gonna be advancing anyway. Later, unfortunately, about 25 seconds approximately, and you can say now the connection confirmed to the top. Millions of food with decentish gold mine, another gold mine food here. That seems to be also quite nice, and you can see for him it's gonna be completely cut off, but I don't think that's necessarily gonna be true for Warrior on the right side. Yeah, there's a definitely connection here, so he's not gonna be in the completely safe position and spot. Should be splitting of course the Ravens, so that he doesn't waste the time with that. But nonetheless, Themista is gonna be in. I'm really loving those fast advances. We are seeing them a lot more in the tournament games than in the community games that we are streaming, so I'm happy with that. And hopefully it's gonna be maybe pushing the meta to be a bit faster again, as we like it to be. Radio, so something new. He misclicked BO. Oh well, that's a bit of a sad story then, if he did. Yes, right about now the forward temple right now is not gonna be helping him that much. 25 seconds are gonna be certainly felt with all the way to the bottom. Forest fire won't be doing entirely too much, and it's gonna be maybe slightly disrupting also the micro in next to the base, but that's really something I would be liking the players to wait for a bit more. Like for example on the water is even more important on something like Medit, where you want to be casting forest fire at a moment where there is a water fight going on and you need to be microing, so that your opponent has to be choosing save villages or micro. So you're just gonna be getting something out of it. Liking really those combinations a whole lot more, and interesting extra. Right now zebras, just maybe the wood is gonna be a bit funnier for Themista. You can say right now one wood line to the top. If this one is gonna get deleted through the forest fire, then everything is gonna be really uncomfortable. That's a very strange spawn. It's really absolutely no wood line whatsoever. Like legitimately nothing, only here to the bottom. It's uncommon. So I mean way better wood lines currently right now, Warrior on the other side. So, well, But do you want to be having the wood lines, or would you be wanting to be having that gold? I don't know, I'll probably be choosing the gold. It's kinda close. It's kinda close, at least a bit. But nonetheless, Valkyrie is gonna die, especially with the Herser helping out, but even the Vries would have been probably close. But maybe even the Vries would have been getting the victory. But Valkyrie is gonna be dead though, as all the way into the middle. Can see right now pop limit the same, and also both popped. Both are gonna be popped here currently. No, and can see one less village here currently for warrior. Some kind of maybe sign, but not entirely too much of a deep one, to be honest. Thinking that way. But well, whatever the case, that's gonna be there for already. Warrior. Can see 3 of them, not having any kind of auto queues in them, just like Ulfsaks to the top. On the other side, you're gonna be having throwing axemen and cavalry into it. Now, of course, I mean, like, throwing axemen are gonna be countering the Ulfsaks to a certain degree. On the other hand, you're gonna be having quite a quick army here, possibly. Yeah, I'm not entirely certain what he did wrong in the build order. But I guess maybe just like missent some villages somewhere, probably. It's kind of what I can imagine has probably happened. And that's probably what he meant. I'm kind of thinking. And you're gonna be there for having, can see the Poppy, much stronger at this point for Temista. Yeah, well, we need to be really hurrying up with the warrior. Does have some resources here still, but you can already see that he's having actually problems with... Oh, he's actually having auto queue on dwarves, and he doesn't have the cold. Yeah, he needs to right now get him probably some carriers in there in the first place. Ah, nice to be seeing the Frenchie here, but nonetheless, the Gege is gonna be there for fairly quick, and, well, bad build order happens. 1 bill more, and house. Yeah, that's right now what he actually didn't entirely do according to his liking. Yep, the fast advance really did pay off here for Temista. Warrior being stressed, considering that he should be the old schooler from like 10 years ago. I guess he needs to be getting used to competitive play again after all these years. Can see right now some 400 resources more for Temista. No, and the battles are quite a bit evident who was actually the master here of those. No, and let's therefore have look into game number 2. Gege.